Good evening, all. Please allow me to say first and foremost, to say how grateful I am to be standing in front of all of you here tonight, and how inspired and excited I am to share this room and this organization with my fellow torchbearers. This room is filled with the leaders and future leaders of our great nation. We, the new generation, bear responsibility for the issues of tomorrow, as well as possessing the limitless capability to take them all head on. We are the entrusted guardians and architects of our own futures, and do not allow anyone to convince you otherwise. When I was 8, my father passed away from cancer, and the core of my childhood, my family, and what should have been years to come were gone. In many ways, it crippled me, and it forced me to grow up faster than anyone should have to. But I have always considered it a testament to the strength of my family and my Abaco community that I am able to stand here in front of all of you tonight. Like many of my peers growing up, I didn't feel like I had any particular talents. And I never seemed to be able to excel at times like some of my classmates were so easily able to do. I wasn't sure what I would do when it was time for me to enter the real world, much less how I would do it. My biggest academic passion was history and politics. And from that passion came a deeper understanding and reverence for my country. But most importantly, it made me ask questions. How did our nation come to be? How does it affect our world today? And what about our future? What will be the history that our children and their children will read in the history books? And that's when I started to realize that just maybe I could use that passion to not only excel, but to give something back to my community. Why not use that passion and pursue an education? Bring my education back home and use it to make my country and my island a better place. Even if I wasn't sure exactly how I could make a difference, I had to try. All I was certain of was that I had to come back. If I did not make that decision to return home and contribute back to my country, how could I expect others to? And how can we possibly expect for anything to improve if young, educated Bahamians do not return home? That is one of the main reasons I'm here tonight and have taken on this humbling and exciting endeavor. If the educated, energetic, and empowered young people of our country do not feel invested, then I fear our future will go increasingly bleak. As I stand here and tell all young Bahamians this tonight, let me reassure everyone, I understand that it is no easy decision to make. How do you motivate and convince young people to feel invested and give back when they feel like they do not matter, that they have no opportunities, that they simply have no voice? Let me state publicly now, and for all to hear, as the next Member of Parliament for Central and South Abaco, I will never cease being a voice for the up-and-coming generation of Bahamians. Today, political cynicism and apathy are the norm, particularly among young people. I'm sure all of you can attest to the endless sea of disillusionment and confusion we encounter in our daily lives. Sometimes you need to see it to believe it. If you want proof of this party's commitment to young people, all I ask is that you simply look at the candidates being put forward. You don't have to search far and wide to find out who is giving the young people a chance, who is investing in them, and most importantly, who is saying, "We trust you." We believe in you. You don't have to look any further than our leader, Dr. Hubert Alexander Minnis.
Where we go to?
Under Dr. Minnis's leadership with an F&M government, we will have scholarships and monthly stipends for qualified Family Island students who wish to attend the University of the Bahamas. We will increase investment not only in education and young people, but in the educators as well. In Abaco and all across the country, we have many people who are making good livings off of trades and vocations. We will reinvest and refocus in our education to include technical and vocational skills in our education system. Now, as much as I'm enjoying being here with all of you in the capital tonight, I'm Abaconian. And the Family Islands are where my heart is. The Family Islands are not a world apart, and we are not a city-state. It is my sincere hope that in the years to come, the feeling of separation and unequivocal administration will become gradually less marked. My dream for my Bahama Island is that each island will grow and prosper equally, yet distinctly. Now, I grew up around a marina. It was a business that my parents started together as a family. And I owe my life outlook and my values to what they taught me. My worldview is based on my experience in that environment. But my story is not the story of the man in the bluff in South Andros. My story is not the story of the man in Baintown. My story is not the story of the man in Matthewtown. We are all different, but we are all Bahamians. Just as we cannot expect the same experiences for our people, we cannot do so for our islands. You cannot find a universal solution to a problem that is not universal. The issues and struggles of our communities are unique and require unique solutions. There is no cookie-cutter fix. And who knows the issues and potential solutions better than the people who live there? Our local government system needs to be revisited and revitalized. All across the country, and especially in Abaco, there are very active and motivated local government members. The only thing they lack is the proper empowerment and authority. Under the F&M, we will get our fair share of collected taxes returned to invest in our communities as we know best to. Under the F&M, we will have a proportional say in government contracts and developments. Under the F&M, we will be given the tools to allow our communities and local ministries to operate without having to wait for a solution or reply from the central government. All of these things I will make my mission. And I know an F&M government will be accountable and reliable in bringing about these desperately needed changes to our local government system. Now, I'm not trying to sell all of you just some fancy-sounding promise. None of these changes will be easy. It will take work. It will take time. It will take compromise. But change is absolutely necessary. They say the best day to start would have been yesterday. But the second best day is today. We need a new government and a new administration that shares these ideals and goals. And I have no question as to who that is. That is the Free National Movement under Dr. Minnis.
Yeah, we got the fire, and we gonna
In the days ahead, when the challenges seem insurmountable, when all the wind feels as if gone from my sail, I will remember this moment. I will remember all of you here tonight and the dreams and goals we all share. And I will remember the future that's worth voting for. Thank you and good night.